Sure, I know how you feel.
But you're doing it just the same. Oh, Will, we were married just a few minutes.
You ain't got but two now.
You ain't got two. Our pal here says he just quit. Why?
Will you come down to that depot with me? No.
Hi, if you're like me, you know High Noon 1952 is one of the greatest movies of all time. So today, I thought it would be fun if you pulled up a chair by the campfire and watched it again with the entire cast of Then and Now. I will tell you about the original names and ages of the actors and how they've changed in 2023. Okay, let's see it together. Marshall Will Kane is played by Gary Cooper. He was 51 years old when filming in 1952, and sadly on May 13, 1961, he passed away at the age of 60 in Los Angeles, California, USA.
Trying to be a hero. If you think I like this, you're crazy. Look, Amy, this is my town. I've got friends here. I'll swear in a bunch of special deputies and...
I'm glad to see that they're giving this to a man who is not only most deserving, but has conducted himself throughout his years in our...
Deputy Marshal Harvey Pell is played by Lloyd Bridges. He was 39 years old when filming in 1952, and sadly, on March 10, 1998, he passed away at the age of 85 in Los Angeles, California, USA.
Let me tell you something. You're not going anywhere. You're staying here with me. It's going to be just like it was before.
I think my dad rigged that because he was running that theater at the time, Nickelodeon.
Helen Ramirez is played by Katie Gerardo. She was 28 years old when filming in 1952. And sadly, on July 5, 2002, she passed away at the age of 78 in Cuernavaca, Mexico.
How can you leave him like this? Does the sound of guns frighten you that much?
No, Mrs. Ramirez. I've heard guns.
Grace and I, we could not really explain that we could not be very close, but I could see a girl with a lot of dignity. And
Amy Fowler Kane is played by Grace Kelly. She was 23 years old when filming in 1952, and sadly on September 14, 1982, she passed away at the age of 52 at Monaco Hospital, Lacoste, Monaco.
You're just the same. Oh, Will, we were married just a few minutes ago. We've got our whole life
up with what goes on there, and I think it's fairly easy for most Europeans to do. I don't think Americans keep up with what's happening in Europe very much.
Mildred Fuller is played by Eve McVeigh. She was 33 years old when filming in 1952. And sadly, on December 10, 1997, she passed away at the age of 78 in Los Angeles, California, USA.
Things hadn't been any easier for me than they were for you. And if you think I want to take a chance of losing the only home I'd ever had, you were crazy. I was crazy, all right. Because someone...
Sam Fuller is played by Harry Morgan. He was 37 years old when filming in 1952, and sadly on December 7, 2011, he passed away at the age of 96 in Los Angeles, California, USA.
I'll give you odds. Kane's dead 5 minutes after Frank gets off the train.
That's not much time.
That's all Frank will need because I...
And he had a good sense of humor. No, I think it's the best part I ever had. I really loved it.
Jack Colby is played by Lee Van Cleef. He was 27 years old when filming in 1952, and sadly on December 16, 1989, he passed away at the age of 64 in Oxnard, California, USA.
Very funny entrance into it. I did a couple amateur shows back in Clinton, New Jersey, with the music hall players there, which is cool.
Ben Miller is played by Shep Woolley. He was 31 years old when filming in 1952, and sadly on September 16, 2003, he passed away at the age of 82 in Nashville, Tennessee, USA.
Hello, Frank. How are you, Frank?
Everything ready?
Sure, just the way you want it, Frank. Yeah.
took a swing at me, and someone but
Martin Howe is played by Lon Chaney Jr. He was 46 years old when filming in 1952, and sadly on July 12, 1973, he passed away at the age of 76 in San Clemente, California, USA.
Yeah, all my life. It's a great life. You risk your skin catching killers, and the juries turn them loose so they can come back and shoot at you again.
Fitting to a situation. Now, for instance, I imagine probably the first word they ever taught him was love, because they had much in their...
Judge Percy Metrick is played by Otto Kruger. In 1952, when filming, he was 67 years old, and sadly on September 6, 1974, he passed away at the age of 89 in Woodland Hills, California, USA.
Have you forgotten that I'm the man who passed sentence on Frank Miller? You shouldn't have come back.
Get in. Very private, isn't it, Molly? Now, wait a minute. Got one ball, and I need 1,000.
Cooper is played by Harry Shannon. In 1952, when filming, he was 60 years old, and sadly on July 27, 1964, he passed away at the age of 74 in Wood, California, USA.
Well, glad to see you got here. Ready to go to work? Anytime. That's good. What's the trouble?
You people seem to forget that I'm the boy's father.
It's going to be done exactly the way I've told Mr. Thatcher.
There ain't nothing wrong with Colorado. I don't see why we can't...
Frank Miller is played by Ian MacDonald. He was 38 years old when filming in 1952, and sadly on April 11, 1978, he passed away at the age of 63 in Bozeman, Montana, USA.
You walk through that door. Come on, I'll hold my fire.
I'm showing you how to do it.
Mayor Jonas Anderson is played by Thomas Mitchell. He was 60 years old when filming in 1952, and sadly on December 17, 1962, he passed away at the age of 70 in Beverly Hills, California, USA.
Get out of this town this very minute. Come on, let's get him going. Oh, never mind that now. We'll get going and don't stop till you get the clocks burning.
But what is it, Mr. Howard?
Don't you worry, man.
Jerry, I'll admit as one man to another that economically I haven't been of much value to you, but...
Who is your favorite character in the movie High Noon, and what do you think when some actors have passed away? Leave your comments below this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and press the bell to wait for my next videos. Thank you.
do not forsake me, oh my darling.